Hello, my HCG family. It's Mimi, and I'm making a vlog here to um, go over some numbers and what's going on with my body. I already posted on Facebook about my loss this morning, that I had lost the weight that I had gained, and I was looking over my notes because it was brought up by another blogger about the beer, that I had drank 2 beers Saturday, which was, let's see, October the 26th, very low calorie day 20. That day I had had a goose egg, actually my first one on this round. Want to make sure that I said that. My first goose egg, but it was not my first pound gain. I had actually gained, my weight went up a pound once before on this round so far. So anyway, I drank that 2 beers on Saturday. I only had one meal. That was that chicken and kale, and that's all I had. Next day after that, I had that situation where I felt like I had released a lot of weight. My body felt real different. And so I weighed myself again. I actually think I woke up and it only said in the beginning 0.4 down. But I waited a little bit later because I had got up early at a different time. I had also had a cup of coffee, and stepped on the scale again, and when I did, I was 1.2 down. That day I went for a walk, we went for a hike. I had my 2 meals, which was just cottage cheese and of course the cucumbers and tomatoes and another cup of coffee. The next day after that, Monday, I woke up and released 0.8. So my body was still went down from that 1.2 to another 1.8. That day I had chicken and kale again. I had cottage cheese, but I ate it pretty late at night because I had company over. And so still hadn't gone to the restroom. Took 2 Dr. Schultz pills, and I actually vlogged on that day. Tuesday, I was up 0.8. So the 0.8 that I released, it seems like to me it was a loss. I lost it, and then I found it on Tuesday. I had made that evening a new bottle of HCG, mixed it up, had finished off what was in the other one. I didn't sleep well that day. I had 100 grams of beef, like a taco salad, for the first meal. And the second meal, I just had some beef and an apple and a couple more cups of coffee. But I didn't sleep well that night. The next day, I had 0.4 gain. So here's where it all started. I had another gain. And I woke up and I was very hungry. And I ate early. I ate at 1. Felt bloated for some reason. Cottage cheese, tomatoes, my apple cider vinegar, 2 cups of coffee with very little cream, less than 100 grams of that codfish that I ate that night. And finally today, I released back that 1.2. So whatever was going on with my body, I have no idea. To have that, there's one other time that I'd had a pound gain and then lost it. So I know that when we're losing fat, that when we've lost a lot amount of fat, have released the fat in the morning, our body, where that fat has been moved, whether we haven't released it yet or it's just moved to another part of our body, it fills up with water. It takes its place. So it might take, a day or two for that water to come out, and then you start peeing a lot again. The whole time I was in ketosis, and very strong ketosis. So anyway, today I've just had a piece of chicken with an apple, and that was like right before 2 this afternoon, and a couple cups of coffee, and I just finished drinking another cup of coffee. So I didn't do the Mac Nut, but I did purchase these. I went down to Kroger's. I didn't go to Costco because Costco's up in Ohio, and I'm in Kentucky. So I have these here. I decided, like I said, not to do the Mac Nut today since I had that release. And I'm going to see what tomorrow brings. Make sure that I don't get stuck and go back up to 195, then 196, then 195, because I know that I've done this before. I actually blogged about it, I think last year. Last year, in the 1st of November, I think I weighed 183. So if when you do this protocol and you don't pay attention to making sure that you are maintaining, my body, we eat healthy. Very seldom do we eat, like junk food or anything like that. I don't drink soft drinks. We eat fresh food. We eat organic food, lean meats. I don't eat bread. I hardly ever eat bread except Ezekiel bread, and we'll eat the flat bread, and that's what we'll make pizzas on. And we'll put fresh vegetables on the pizza, and that is the extent of my crazy wild eating off of protocol, or eating, foods. But even the Ezekiel bread or the muffins bothers me. So, and some people say, well, you might be because you have a gluten problem. Well, I hardly eat anything that has gluten in it. I don't eat pasta as much as I'd love to. I don't eat pasta. I don't even eat white potatoes. I eat sweet potatoes. So, I don't know. But anyway, I don't want this to be too long. I'm just going to let you know how I was doing and what was going through my head. And like I said, I will still, if I get stuck and if I have to do a Mac Nut day, which I have done Mac Nut days before, maybe once or twice, both times I had release. I didn't have the 3.4 releases that other people have had, but I did have over a pound release the first day and maybe 0.6 the next day, and I did one for 3 days, and on that next day I think it was like 0.2, or it might have been a goose egg, I don't remember. But I decided that if I do a Mac Nut day, I'll do it the 1 day, or I'll do it 2 days, but I won't do it 3 days again. And I just want to make sure. So thank you, everybody, for your comments and concern and support. You guys have an awesome evening, and be careful. Hug to my HCG family.